Welcome to video number 3.
Permanent Millionaire. Uncle Tony in the house, yo.
You already learned 6 of the 9 steps necessary to becoming a permanent millionaire. This video, we will learn 3 additional very important steps that complement the first 6 steps in order to achieve your financial goals, raise your financial IQ, and be set on a path to becoming a permanent millionaire. Step number 7, Ikigai. What the heck is Ikigai? Ikigai is a Japanese term that means bringing meaning and bringing joy to your life. And how can we apply this beautiful Japanese concept to making more money? Step number 6 is making more money. Everybody wants to make more money. I want to make more money. You want to make more money. He wants to make more money. So how do we find things that we can make money on? Part 1 of Ikigai. Make a list of everything you're passionate about. For example, I'm passionate about finance and golf and eating bacon, eating pancakes. So make your list. Hey, I'm very passionate about this, and this, and this. And make that list very inclusive of all the things that you're passionate about. Step number 2 of Ikigai. Make a list of your talents. The first time I heard that, I said, what? I have no talents. Guess what? Everybody's good at something. Maybe you're good at organizing, at supervising, maybe you're good at math, maybe you're good at cooking, maybe you're good at something. Everybody's good at something. Even if you don't think you're good at something, you are. So make a list of all the things you're talented on and make a list of all your passions. When you cross-reference those lists, you will find a triangle. That is called the golden triangle. In the golden triangle, you will find the keys to starting a new business and a new revenue stream. In my case, for example, I love golf. I'm passionate about golf. And in my talents, I have a talent for starting new companies and I have a talent for selling. So I use my talent for selling and my passion for golf and I combine them and I started a golf company. And guess what? If you follow Ikigai correctly, you're going to achieve something that my dad used to call Love Mondays. What is Love Monday? Loving Monday is loving your work. A lot of people comes Monday and everybody's, oh God, it's Monday, again the week. That means they're not working in something that they like and to enjoy. So in order to be successful and have an additional source of income, you must do something that you enjoy. Step number 8, and I call this step measure, measure, measure. I don't know if you got that. Measure, measure, measure. Why do I need to measure? You need to measure because you need to know if you're improving every day. And Tony, what should I measure? You should measure 3 things. Number 1, measure your income. Remember, you're going to have 2 types of income. Active income, that's based on your work, and passive income based on your investment. You must measure income so you know you're earning a little bit more money every single month. If you took your savings and put them into passive generating income assets, you will have a little bit more money every single month. The second thing you must measure are your expenses. Why? Because we need to have money left over at the end of every month in order to invest it. Measure your expenses and classify them into necessary expenses and unnecessary expenses. By eliminating the unnecessary expenses, you will probably have more money left over at the end of each month so you can increase your investments. And the third thing you must measure is your passive income investments. You must measure where are you taking your savings and investing them on. My suggestion would be to diversify. Have some of your savings invested in real estate, have some of your savings invested in stocks that generate dividends, some of your money invested in bonds or something that generates some interest for you, and diversify also into creating some sort of intellectual property that you can receive passive income from. So measure where are you investing, measure what is the rate of return of those investments, meaning how much money do those investments give me back every single month. Step number 9 possibly is the most important step and the hardest step to follow. Why? Because if you're like me, for example, I like eating. But I also want to be fit, I want to be thin, I want to be healthy. The problem is I start a diet, I follow it for a few months, I lose my weight, and then I feel that I have achieved a goal, and what happens? I go back to my bad eating habits. Same things happens with money. Let's say you were very good at controlling your expenses, saving money, investing that money into passive generating income. And then all of a sudden you get lazy and you stop doing it. You see, the only way to really becoming a millionaire is to be constant. Constantly be saving money, constantly taking those savings and investing into passive income generating assets. If you stop, then everything stops. So be constant, be consistent, be determined, never give up, never stop, never stop. This is not a formula to be rich in 1 month, 2 months, a year. This is a formula that you must follow so you can stay financially healthy for the rest of your life. So to summarize, here are the 9 steps that we learned in this video series. Step number 1, raise your financial IQ. Your financial IQ has to do with how much money you have left over at the end of each month. And the more money you have left over at the end of each month, guess what? You're raising your financial IQ and changing your mind. Step number 2, change your money habits. How do you change your money habits? Not overspending, by having some money left over at the end of each month, by classifying your expenditures into necessary and unnecessary expenses, and letting go of money slowly. Don't be so hesitant to have money enter your life and leave immediately. Step number 3, we talked about the money pitfalls. The lack of medical insurance, take us to bankruptcy, and using debt to finance our living expenses. In step number 4, we learned to take those savings that we're generating from the first 3 steps and invest them into passive income generating assets. Those passive income generating assets are rents, dividends, interest, and intellectual property. You must only invest your savings into something that pays you every single month, some sort of passive income. Step number 5, using leverage correctly. We learned that millionaires always use leverage, but always use good debt. Remember, bad debt is debt that you pay from your salary or your active income. Good debt is debt that is paid from your passive income generating assets. Step number 6, we learned about the money zones, and we must improve each one of the 3 money zones. Zone number 1, how we earn our money based on our income and our education and our talents. Zone number 2, how we spend that money based on our lifestyles. And zone number 3, how we invest those savings. And remember, those savings have to be invested into passive income generating assets. Step number 7, Ikigai. We learned to make a list of our passions and our talents, intersect them in the golden triangle so we can find out what things we really like and we're good at so we can start an additional income stream. Remember, millionaires have at least 3 separate income streams in their life. So use Ikigai to generate more income in your life. Step number 8, measure. Measure your income, measure your expenses, measure your investments. If you don't measure it, you won't know if you're either going forward or stepping back. And finally, step number 9, consistency. Be consistent, be diligent, never give up. And if you follow these 9 proven steps, you will be on your path to becoming a permanent millionaire. Thank you very much for your time. Uncle Tony, out.
Permanent millionaire.
Welcome.